Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome to another early stream. It is day 2 of E3, and I am feeling fine. I'm feeling pretty good. I got my vaccine last night, like I said. I wasn't sure if I was going to be around to stream today, because I've heard like a number of people getting their first shots get like a little bit sickly, a little bit flu symptoms and whatnot, but nah, I'm not really feeling... I don't really feel any different, to be honest. I feel fine. The only thing that I do have is that my left arm feels a little bit sore, but that's kind of normal because that's like the vaccine going through your system. That's the only thing that I'm really experiencing. I'm not feeling any fatigue. I'm not feeling fluish. I'm not sweaty. Apparently you can get very warm, and I mean I'm technically feeling a bit warm right now, but that's more so because of the weather. That's not really quite. It's not like a fever. If I had a fever, I would know, but no, it's just the temperature that's just, summer. So, I'm feeling slightly warm on that, but not really fever, warmth, so we're good. So yeah, we've got a whole stacked list of things today. We're going to be starting with the Xbox and Bethesda showcase. That's in about 9 minutes, actually. Yeah, we're just under 10 minutes away from that. I don't really know what to talk about for the next 9 minutes, so I guess I'll just maybe give my 2 cents on what I would like to see, what I would maybe not want to see, and maybe some potential predictions. I don't know. I don't really have anything I haven't really written down predictions. I'm just gonna kind of come up with shit off the top of my head, just as I usually do. So it's not any different from the usual stuff. But yeah, hope you're all doing good regardless. Again, good morning everyone. After the Xbox and Bethesda thing, there'll be the Square Enix Presents. That'll be in a couple hours from now. And I'm not sure how much space there's going to be between the Microsoft thing and the Square Enix thing. So I am thinking if there's at least 30 minutes of time, maybe I'll do a little something else to pass the time, because I really don't know what to do to fill that gap. And then also after the Square Enix thing, there'll be the PC gaming show. Again, if there's space in between, I'll do something else. Maybe I'll play a couple matches of Fortnite or something. I don't know. I'll see what I feel like. I've got my PlayStation 4 fired up, so I could do that. And then if I feel up to it later tonight, if I'm not too tired, I will do the Future Game Show, which is the last thing that I want to do today. It's not... I don't really know what to expect from the Future Game Show. It's probably just some more... I don't know, just game announcements and stuff. Probably nothing too exciting. What did you do today? I stayed in. I didn't really do anything. I woke up with a slightly sore left arm, and I've just been kind of chilling. Why? I don't know why you get, you ask me this a lot. You ask me, oh, what did you do today? And I'm like, okay, I stayed inside. And you're like, why? You do this. I feel like you do this every other time I stream, to be honest. You seem very inquisitive about what I do every day. I know you want to get to know me a little bit, but you need to... I don't know, I'm not really sure how to say it without it sounding like an asshole, you know? But I just wanted you to be aware of that at the very least. Let's see, we're about 7 minutes away. So, Xbox and Bethesda. So this is something that we've never seen before. Microsoft and Bethesda usually do their own conferences, but last year Microsoft bought out Bethesda, so now Xbox and Microsoft now owns the entirety of that company and all of their subsidiaries and stuff. So they own Bethesda, they own id, they own... I can't think of any of the other companies right now, but they own a whole bunch of stuff. And I think it's a good idea for them to kind of merge the two into one single presentation, really flex that Bethesda brand and show off what they're working on and get people talking. That's a good idea for them to do that. I think this is what they're going to be doing from now on every E3. Assuming we get another E3 next year, I think this is going to be a normal from this point onwards. So good on Microsoft for doing this format rather than be okay, we're going to do a Microsoft conference and then Bethesda will do theirs later today. Just roll them into one, just give us everything in one, clean sweep, that's all you gotta do. I think that works better, to be honest. So, what am I expecting? Halo Infinite? I mean, I think everybody's expecting Halo Infinite. We saw it a year ago, and while it didn't look like the worst thing ever, a lot of people weren't very happy with how it was looking and how it was shaping up, and it got to the point where the developers, 434 or 343, I forgot the name of the studio, but yeah, they decided to basically delay the game, even though the original plan was to get it out for the launch of the Xbox Series S and Series X. So yeah, fast forward a year later, here we are. We still haven't seen what the game looks like since then, because they have been spending the past year basically working on the visuals and like revising it, trying to get it to look nicer, I guess, like really make it look next gen. So I'm expecting we'll see that today. I think they're going to be opening with that. Like if I had to guess what their opener would be, it would probably be like a 5-minute like Halo Infinite like gameplay reveal with like the new engine, or not a new engine, I think it's still using the same engine, but basically a revised engine with like new graphical assets, and it'll look much better. And then I think maybe they'll show like that free-to-play online multiplayer mode, because apparently that's going to be a thing when the game comes out. So yeah. What else am I expecting to see? Well, again, I don't really have anything, like I haven't really been thinking about it, to be honest, but I'll tell you what I would like to see. And I would like to see, like, here's the thing. What I would like to see and what I would realistically expect are two different things. What I would like to see is more Perfect Dark, because they revealed that like at the Game Awards last year, like they revealed that's in development with like a CGI trailer. I would like to see that at E3 this year, but realistically speaking, I don't think they're going to be ready to show that game for a while, so we probably won't be seeing anything regarding Perfect Dark. I think it's one of those games where they like revealed it too early. It's kind of like Metroid Prime 4 in a sense. So I don't think we're going to see anything gameplay-wise for at least a couple more years. But if they did have like a gameplay demo on show during this showcase, then that'd be awesome. That would be a nice surprise. I've heard some people saying we might see a Banjo-Kazooie thing. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. Like, I think Banjo-Kazooie as a franchise is dead. Unless like Microsoft like gets like a decent company to like make a new Banjo-Kazooie game. Like don't give it to Rare. Like Rare can't fucking make good games for shit these days. I mean, yeah, they made a Sea of Thieves, but that's like a live service multiplayer game. Like I'm not really about that. Like I prefer like a good single player game, personally speaking. And let me tell you something, the last Banjo-Kazooie game they made, not that good. Right, so I think this is starting in just a couple minutes. Let me just quickly check to see if we are... Right, okay, I think we're about to start here. I'll keep the music playing and then I'll start within like the minute, because it says it premieres in 2 minutes, so I'm guessing it's like a YouTube premiere thing we're going to be watching. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Mix-Up Cat, welcome to the stream, Deej Bruce, Nikki and MSP. I'm imagining more people will be coming in. Hope Banjo-Kazooie is coming to the Switch. I mean, we've seen weirder things happen, like Cuphead is on Switch, but yeah. I would love to see like Rare Replay Collection make its way to the Switch, like get all the Rare games on a Nintendo platform again. I'd be down for that. I'd buy that again just to get them on the Switch. Like, I already own the game, and even if I didn't own the game, I have Game Pass, but I would buy it again on the Switch, gladly. Making a new Banjo would be a pretty solid move after putting him in Smash. Yeah, that's true. Right, okay, so we're about to start here. I'm gonna hide this, or I'm gonna stop the music and I'm gonna hide this schedule. So this is just about to begin. We are less than a minute away, about 50 seconds I think, so don't have much else to say. I'm not sure how long this presentation is going to be. If I had to guess, maybe a little over an hour. Let's hope it's a better hour's worth of like content than last night's like Ubisoft Forward. Like that was like boring as fuck. Like last night I said that my ranking on it was C-. I think it was a little bit too lenient on that. I think it's even worse than that. I think it was more like a D-. Like, the only good things from the Ubisoft thing was, like, the Mario and Rabbids sequel and the Riders Republic, and yeah, there was Far Cry 6, but we already saw a whole bunch of that. We saw a lot of Far Cry 6, like, in the weeks leading up to E3, so that was not really, oh my god, big, like, surprise sort of thing, or like, oh, this looks really good. Like, they only show, like, a story thing, they didn't even show any gameplay during that, so, yeah. Right, so we are past the hour now. Premiere will begin shortly. Just waiting for it to start. Dot, dot, dot. Don't have much else to say here, I'm just waiting for this to begin. Right, here we go. Oh, it's one of these fucking things. Right, okay then. Let me just turn that off. And yes, I'm watching this on my PlayStation 4. I'm watching a Microsoft conference via the PlayStation 4. Like, the PS4 is my go-to tool for, like, watching live streams while I stream. Like, it's easier on my internet that way, rather than try to, like, do it all on my computer, because that kind of, like, causes bandwidth issues, I guess we'll say. How dare you? So yeah, like I said, for anyone just joining, I got my first vaccination for COVID last night. I don't think I mentioned what kind it was. It was called Moderna. Moderna. I think I spelt that right. But yeah, basically, I was supposed to get that, like, weeks ago, or, like, a couple months ago, but they delivered the fucking appointment letters to the wrong address, because for some reason, my old address that I moved out of 5 years ago was still logged into their system. So I had to, like, fucking phone them up and get that, like, fixed, and technically it's not fixed, but they gave me a new appointment over the phone, and I was like, that's cool, I'll come in on Saturday, and that was last night, so I got that done. I need to, like, talk to my GP, my doctor, to, like, you know, talk to them about, like, the mix-up with the addresses, see if I can get that sorted for the next letter. Which I think I get my second shot in about a couple months, so around about August. But yeah, other than the pain in my left arm, it's like a mild pain. It feels like someone punches you in the arm to the point where it's bruised, and then the next day it's a little bit, like, sore. Like, it kind of feels like that, but it's not, like, agonizing, it's fine. Oh, that's a lot of ratings. That's a lot of 18s. Right, okay then, so here we go. Let's get started. I don't know if they mentioned how long this is going to be. I think it's about an hour long, but I could be wrong. Do you think we'll see anything Nintendo Switch related? Because apparently a while back, I forgot who it was, I think it was like Phil Spencer or something, when they were like doing like an inside Xbox, they had like a Nintendo Switch in the background. It's 90 minutes long. Right, okay then.
$20.
Oh god, it's Todd Howard.
Has been with us. And like you, this is a moment I always look forward to. I love seeing the new games, crossing my fingers for my favorites.
The man, the myth, the meme, the legend.
Surprises. Most of all, though, I love seeing everyone around the world come together and celebrate what games mean to all of us. And I think, you know, this past year, they've meant even more. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for the support you give us and one another. Xbox is turning 20. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the friendships we've had that whole time. At Bethesda, we believe video games do one thing better than anything else. They transport us. Through art and technology, there's real magic when you step into a new world and can make it your own. We've traveled the worlds of Elder Scrolls, of Fallout, and now, for the first time in over 25 years, we're creating a new universe.
They're starting off with Starfield. Interesting.
Set hundreds of years in our future, it's an epic about hope, our shared humanity, and answering our greatest mystery. It's a game we've dreamt of playing, and it wasn't until now that we have the hardware, the technology, and the team who's hard at work at home to make that dream a reality. We're excited to finally share our first in-game teaser and something to look forward to.
See, I thought Starfield would have been the game they would close with. I thought Halo Infinite's, like, you know, revised, like, visuals and stuff would have been, like, the opener. So maybe, I guess, Halo will be saved for the very end. They must be very confident about how Halo Infinite looks now compared to a year ago, if that's the case. So anyway, I've heard about this. I haven't really looked too much into it, but this is like a new IP for Bethesda. And there's like a lot of buzz going about it. I'm not sure if this game is still coming to PlayStation, like, platforms, because I think they announced it, like, years ago, and back then, obviously, Microsoft didn't buy Bethesda.
Not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. What you've found, it's the key to unlocking everything.
I think there was like a couple leaked screenshots of Starfield like a couple weeks ago. Like I saw those, but I haven't seen too much of this.
We've come to the beginning of humanity's final journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing No Man's Sky 2.
That's why we're here. To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Wait, was 11/11/22 the release date? I wasn't sure if that was the release date or if that was like coordinates for something. Coming to Game Pass Day 1, nice. I think all the Bethesda games are going to be going to Game Pass Day 1. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's coming out next year, November. Alright, so that's a ways off, but at least we have a date now.
It is awesome to share with you for the very first time one of the most anticipated games in the world from Todd Howard and the team at Bethesda Game Studios. A groundbreaking game, and yes, it's exclusive. Welcome.
Does it still use the Gamebryo engine though? Or whatever that fucking engine is called they've been using for like a couple decades at this point?
Celebrating games. Because although it's been an incredibly tough year, I am grateful that games have been such an important source of joy and connection. We are committed to forging the next era of gaming, conjuring worlds never before possible, unlocking play across all devices, and delivering the power of games to everyone. And now, we get to share that quest with Bethesda, not just as partners, but as one team, united in bringing the very best games to more people everywhere. So today, we get to reveal more of what's to come. We have an amazing show, 30 titles, 27 in Xbox Game Pass, and of course, every single console title you'll see today is optimized for Xbox Series X and S, offering next-gen performance, speed, and features.
I have neither of those consoles yet.
Work with the best studios on Earth. Next is something truly riveting. The latest entry in the haunting and evocative franchise created by GSC Game World, Stalker 2. Coming first to Xbox Series consoles and PC.
I think this game got leaked.
This will be a true next-gen experience, targeting 4K resolution and ray tracing. Let's take a look at what you'll get to play when it launches next year.
Yeah, I think the title of this game got leaked or something like a few days ago. Like I heard about it. Never played Stalker.
Ну, чё там? Готово.
So it's made with the Creation Engine 2, like for Starfield. Wasn't Creation Engine 1 just a heavily modified Gamebryo engine though? Like is Creation Engine 2 just like more of that, or is it like a completely original engine, do not steal? It kind of looks like Call of Duty. That's kind of what it looks like. Oh yeah, doesn't Activision show off Call of Duty during E3 season? Like, aren't we going to see that at some point?
Вот поэтому я ни в какие разборки и не лезу. Не хочу пулю поймать.
Ну не знаю. Между аномалией и маслиной я уже лучше пулю выберу.
I mean, visually it looks pretty good. I mean, look at this. Oh. Okay, bye, head crab. I guess the Death Stranding monsters got him. Oh god, it really is Death Stranding now. It's like, okay, we've got to find the BTs. What the fuck?
А я прям вижу красоту эту. Не первый год в зоне, вроде примелькалась уже, а каждый день удивляет.
Зона надоесть не может. Говорят, ты знаешь, где вход в фундамент.
Узнаешь мотив?
Okay. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this.
Слышал? Вот это культура! А ты одно и то же по кругу лобаешь.
Сам же просишь. У меня музучилище, если что.
О, месье, прошу прощения. Может, вам кучёна? Профессура. Они вам лабораторию найдут.
I mean, I'll tell you something, we're about 10 minutes into this now, and already it's better than the Ubisoft Forward in terms of like how much they're showing in the first 10 minutes. Like the first, like 10, not even 10, like the first 15 minutes of Ubisoft Forward was like an expansion to like Rainbow Six that was like a cooperative experience, and it was kind of like boring to watch. At least this is a bit more interesting.
Чего-чего, а дружбы в зоне я точно не встречал.
Это верно.
Он мучился.
Like, see,
Нет.
I was going to mention this during, like, before we started, but I'm going to mention it now since I figure I have to squeeze
А
this
пулю
in.
заслужил.
But see, if
Жаль, что ты так
Microsoft
с ним
were to
поступил.
ever,
Мне тоже.
you know, task a studio with making a Banjo-Kazooie game and not give it to Rareware, they should give it to the studio, I don't know what their name is, I didn't research, but they should give it to the studio that made Super Lucky's Tale, because they know they're a bit a good 3D, like, platformer, they could do it, probably.
Новую жизнь. Жизнь, которую я готов вернуть, если потребуется. Я буду защищать ее.
I forgot what the studio that made that was called, to be honest, but I really need to check out Super Lucky's Tale, but I know it's a fun game. I'd like to give it a stream at some point, because I do love me some 3D platformers. Let me know how the volume balancing is, by the way, because I'm not sure if my voice is being drowned out by the audio.
В Припять. Нужно с ним поговорить.
I'll be constantly adjusting the audio throughout this.
Удачной охоты, сталкер.
Or how you said the words. Roll the credits. Heart of Chernobyl. Alright. Coming next year. Also a day one Game Pass game. I wonder if it's coming to Game Pass PC as well. Hopefully I can get a fucking GTX by then, because I'm still fucking trying to get one. Not GTX, sorry, RTX. Oh, is this that Left 4 Dead thing? I forgot what it was called, but you told me about this yesterday. Yeah, this is the game.
Surviving's not enough. We've got to fight. No, we don't need to do anything.
I've never played a Left 4 Dead game, but I'd be down for checking this out, like if I could find a few people to play with. I'm guessing this is DMCA time, so I'm going to mute that for the moment. Oh, by the way, Square Enix is going to be doing their presentation next, and I'm not joking when I say this. They have two versions of the stream. They've got one that's like the regular version, and they've got like a DMCA free version. Like, I'll show you it when we get around to the Square Enix one later tonight. But yeah, that they're actually doing that, so at least they'll make it a little bit less of a hassle for me, like having to mute the music. Yeah. Again, sorry that I do this. You know the deal. Like, just it can be annoying because I try to upload it to YouTube and they either like monetize the fuck out of my videos or it blocks it worldwide. So that's Buttercups. What the fuck was that about? Sorry, it's just I unmute it and I didn't even hear the full sentence. I just hear Buttercups and I have no idea what the context was for that sentence. But okay. Back for Bloods. Coming out later this year. Also coming to Game Pass, so I've got no excuse not to check this out. Alright. I'll probably have a look at that. Oh yeah, do you think we'll see anything about that Cuphead expansion during this? Because I've been wondering when that's happening. That was another Microsoft thing that I wanted to see, but I'm not sure if that's happening during this. I don't know if that's a DMCA song. See, here's the thing, I'm not that much of a music person, so I'm kinda worried that it might be like a licensed song that's playing right now, so... Yeah, I think it is a licensed song, god damn it. But yeah, you know the deal. From the makers of Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 3, because Valve wouldn't let them make it. So what is this? Contraband. Alright. Yeah, cool gameplay. Cool fucking gameplay you got there. Oh hey, it's Sea of Thieves. I haven't played this game since it first came out. Like, I've heard that Sea of Thieves is pretty good nowadays, but again, I'm not really keen on the whole, like, live service thing. Like, I'm sure it's fun with, like, a number of friends, but I don't have that many friends that have this fucking game or want to play this game, so it's like, I can't really get into this alone. I mean, I could, but it probably wouldn't be that fun.
And the one who might stop this ruin, trapped for all forever in the sea of the dark.
What was the new game that Rare was working on? Like, I forgot what that was called. Maybe that'll be shown today.
Start by saving the life of one.
I mean, part of me still wants to, like, believe in Rare that they could, like, make a good product, and I'm not saying Sea of Thieves is a bad product, it's just not the thing that I'm looking for after, like, years and years of disappointment. Oh.
But I suspect you already knew that.
Alright, well, I wasn't expecting a Pirates of the Caribbean crossover, but here we are.
Because of the treasure Jack stole, a darkness followed him here.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2.
Sink into shadow.
This sea holds many secrets.
Ah, a new body at last.
All I can do is show you the way.
From what I hear of this so-called Sea of Thieves, it's nothing but cursed crews.
Bloodthirsty mermaids.
I wonder how much money Disney gave Rareware to do this promotional crossover. Probably a lot of money.
And now, one Davy Jones. Well, I believe that now is the perfect time to use these cannons.
A world without the attack our base is a world that refuses to face the truth.
I've never watched the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but I know what they are and like the the general synopsis of those movies, I guess, or like not really the synopsis, but just the general idea behind it. So I know about Jack Sparrow, I know about like Davy Jones, like I know about that stuff, like just surface level knowledge. But I can't really say any more beyond that.
The Sea of Thieves, eh? Bring me that horizon.
I mean, I guess it's an appropriate crossover, like, compare this to, like, fucking Rick and Morty in Fortnite. Like, this is a more fitting, like, crossing over. Alright. That's like a couple weeks from now. Is that not the day you get your vaccination, Deej? That it's coming out, like, the 22nd? Oh yeah, I heard about this, all the Yakuza games coming to Game Pass. I think I own all the Yakuza games.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, that's cool. Is this the latest one?
Let's do this.
I hope this is coming to Game Pass for PC as well, because I want to play this one. Like, I've heard good things about this particular game. I say that and I still need to get back to, like, playing Yakuza 0. Like, I've kind of left that one hanging, but I do intend to return to that at some point. It is. What?
What the?
NANI?! But yeah, this game, unlike the other Yakuza games, is meant to be more of like a turn-based RPG. It's kind of like... It's a bit of an homage to like Dragon Quest from what I've heard, and it's like really like batshit insane. Also available today on Game Pass. Nice. Was this Battlefield 6? Yeah, it's Battlefield 6. So apparently this game is multiplayer only, like this doesn't have a single player campaign in it. Which, fair enough, but I don't really see the point in releasing a game like this that's just like multiplayer only. Then again, a lot of games these days are like multiplayer only, but it's like... I kind of prefer like a good single player like FPS experience before at least going into the multiplayer. But that's just me, I'm probably in the minority on that one. I've never really played a Battlefield game, to be honest, so don't really have much to say about this. I remember hearing that Battlefield 5 was a bit of a shit show, like marketing-wise. I think it was 5, I might get the numbers wrong, but yeah. £70 for a multiplayer-only game with multiple season pass, I'll pass. I wonder if it's coming to Game Pass. I mean, it's an EA game, so probably no, unless Microsoft, you know, give them a shit ton of money to, like, put it on Game Pass. I guess we'll find out in just a minute. Looks like I'm gonna have to jump! Oh, we got a squirrel suit as well? Okay then. Fucking tornadoes. What is this? Just Cause 4? I don't see the Game Pass logo anywhere, so I guess they didn't shell out extra money to get that on there. Oh well. I mean, it will eventually go to Game Pass, it's just going to be like another 6 months after the game's release, I think.
How was your day?
Oh, you know.
I have something to share.
When is this, my birthday?
We're having a baby.
Oh yeah, I think I saw this game, like, wasn't this game shown at like a previous like E3 or something? I have no fucking idea what this is even supposed to be.
I'm out of patience.
What? I know I say this a lot, but I love you.
I say this a lot too, but back at you.
12 minutes. Yeah, because I think they shown that like at a previous like E3 or like a Game Awards show or something. Like, I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Just something that takes place in your apartment for like 12 minutes or something, and you like keep replaying it to like, you know, find out more of the story. Oh, here's Psychonauts too.
The mind is the final frontier.
I still need to play the first Psychonauts. It's Groundhog Day, the game. I guess that's in that description, yeah. I wonder if this is coming out this year, because this game has been on, like, this game has been in development for a while, I guess. It's either this year or it's next year. See, Ubisoft, this is how you do a conference. Yeah, pretty much. How long is the original Psychonauts? Because maybe I'll stream that someday, maybe I'll stream that and then eventually check this out, because this looks like a fun game. I think that's the voice actor that plays Invader Zim, by the way. I forgot his name, but he makes a very distinctive sound when he screams.
Yes, if I can find some bacon.
I'm going to ignore that last part.
Oh, it's coming out in August. Not that far away then. And it's coming to Game Pass as well, holy shit. There's a lot of good games coming to Game Pass day one. Like, Microsoft are really pushing the Game Pass thing on this, like, conference.
And welcome to the Bethesda E3 Showcase. We love that we can share the stage with Xbox this year, and whether you've known Bethesda for 35 years or are just getting to know us, we couldn't be happier to bring you the latest on your favorite games. We started this showcase with my good friend Todd Howard, who gave you a first look at Starfield. Along with Bethesda Game Studios, all of our teams are continuing to work on the projects that have been in development since well before we joined the Xbox family. So rest assured, the games you've been expecting
Isn't this guy called Matt Booty?
Still in the works.
Or is that
And
someone
today,
else?
We're bringing 10 more titles to Game Pass for a total of 30 Bethesda games.
Nice.
That includes several id Software games, like the award-winning Doom Eternal. If you're looking for another reason to play it, Doom Eternal will be optimized for Xbox Series X and S on June 29th. Powered by id Tech, this next-gen upgrade will be free for everyone who
I
owns
highly
Doom
recommend Doom
And on
2016.
Series
Doom
X, it will
Eternal
offer
is
improved
good,
visuals at 60 FPS with ray
but
tracing,
it's like
a
it's
4K
insanely
mode,
fucking
and
hard
an
compared to the
optional
first one.
performance mode up to 120 FPS. Or maybe you're in the mood for an RPG, like Skyrim, which marks its 10th anniversary this November.
Yet
We can't
another version of
celebrate it without
Skyrim,
you,
kind
so
of.
share your favorite Skyrim memories, stories, artwork, and more on Skyrim 10.
Do you think we'll see Elder Scrolls 6 tonight?
Explore an ever-changing post-apocalyptic wasteland in Fallout 76. Everything you love about
I
Fallout
can't believe this game is
camp
still a
building,
thing.
rich storylines, warring factions, unique characters, places to discover, you'll find it all here. In fact, Fallout 76 is now one of the most popular games on Game Pass, thanks to an incredibly welcoming and collaborative community. Here's a look at what's coming next in Fallout 76.
But yeah, again, I can't believe that Fallout 76 is something that, like, Bethesda's still trying to push. Because I remember when this game launched, it was just a complete shit show. It was like a PR nightmare when the game launched, and I mean, it's gotten better, but at the same time, it's still kind of like a mediocre game from what I've been hearing.
This proves more than anything the need for art.
But they're still making content for it, so I kind of feel like they should be, you know, using resources like the resources being used to make content for this game could have been used to make, like, you know, improve other games that they're working on.
So it comes to this.
America! Fuck yeah!
Understood what that insignia meant. You are no paladin of the Brotherhood.
I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
The Brotherhood of Steel must.
If my stream begins to buffer, by the way, I have to apologize because I'm having a lot of, like, frame drops according to OBS.
While it may seem that we are fractured, I believe that we are now stronger than ever.
I may have to reduce the frame rate to, you know, circumvent that somewhat.
That can never be undone.
What the hell was that? Expedition Squad Delta, report. Over. Squad Delta, what's going on out there? Come on. This isn't funny. I know you can hear me.
Kinda looks like the world of Metal Gear Solid 4. Like, that game was very brown in colour.
The Wasteland isn't the only open-world playground with an amazing community. The Elder Scrolls Online from ZeniMax Online Studios has now surpassed 18 million players and shows no signs of slowing down. Right now, our players are enjoying the new Blackwood chapter, part of the Gates of Oblivion year-long adventure. We've got a lot more to come in ESO, including the conclusion to this epic story later this fall with ESO Deadlands. And with the release of ESO Console Enhanced this Tuesday, the game will deliver a true native experience optimized for the Series X and S.
Like, the only Elder Scrolls game I have ever played is Skyrim. I've never played, like, you know, any of the other ones, let alone this online MMO game. Like, I know the MMO game is, like, free to play now. Like, it used to be, like, a subscription thing, but you can just, like, play it without paying for it. But I've never bothered looking into it. I'm assuming this is just like the, you know, the Elder Scrolls music, so it's not like something that gets content claimed. At least I hope not. I mean, even video game music can get content claimed, but I'm talking more like, you know, actual music and not video game music. Because, you know, like, record labels can be dicks.
It's a new world with new rules. Now, nothing is off the table. Winning this battle will take a new breed of fighter.
Welcome to Fortnite 2!
Wait.
Nani? The fuck? What's this? Little doggos. It's like a ragdoll physics game, but I don't know what the end goal is. It looks fun though, it looks silly. It's Animal Beans. Yeah, it's like Fall Guys, but with like animals. Fall pets. Alright, well he's dead. Like I'm getting like fuck, what's that game called? Octodad? I'm getting like Octodad vibes from this. I wonder if it's by the same developer, because it's got kind of like that weird, quirky, like, art style about it. Could be wrong, though. Party Animals. I didn't see the name of the company there, though, so I'm not sure who's making that. Here's Hades. I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again today. I have yet to play this game, even though I own it on Switch. Really need to get around to playing this game. Am I the only one that feels like that Hades was robbed for Game of the Year last year at the Game Awards? Like, I know it said Best Action and whatnot, but it didn't win Game of the Year. I say that as somebody who has yet to play the game, but from what I've been hearing from, like, the people who have played it, it's, like, a very, like, really fun game. I don't play that many roguelikes, actually. Like, I play a little bit of Binding of Isaac, and that's about it. But yeah, physical release coming for Xbox, that's cool. So it's not just Switch that got a physical release. I only own the digital version, I didn't buy it physically. Like, I bought it digitally before the physical version was announced for the Switch. Bought it on PC originally for the music kit in CSGO. I don't know what that means, but like I know what CSGO is, but I don't know what a music kit is. Like, I'm not trying to shit on like indie devs or anything, but it is kind of like a jarring jump when you see, like, you know, whoa, AAA explosions, shooty shooty bang bang games, and then you jump to like something more like, you know, indie and experimental. Actually, this one's got some shooty shooty bang bang in it as well. Yeah, The Last of Us 2 won Game of the Year last year. Somerville. Interesting.
This holiday marks the 20th
Right,
anniversary
time for
of
Halo
Xbox
Infinite.
and the 20th anniversary of Halo. To our millions of passionate fans, thank you.
We wouldn't be here without all of you.
Our goal has always been to bring players together, and for the first time, we're thrilled to offer our entire multiplayer experience to all players across Xbox and PC with no barriers. Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play and invite more of you than ever before to become a Spartan hero. I'm excited to be here with Joseph Staten, the creative director of Halo Infinite. From helping craft the original Halo Combat Evolved to leading the fan favorite Halo 3 ODST, Joseph is a Halo visionary. It is so great to have him back with Halo.
Thank you, Bonnie. And hey, everybody. For us, and I hope many of you, Halo has always been about heroism and wonder, about fighting to keep humanity safe against impossible odds in a beautiful and mysterious sci-fi world. This is just one part of the Zeta Halo ring, the largest, most wide-open environment we've ever built, and we can't wait for you to explore it.
It looks so right, I guess.
The heart of Halo is Spartan 117, the Master Chief. In the next chapter of the Chief's story, you'll face his greatest challenge yet. But you're not alone in the fight.
Is my stream buffering, by the way? Because if you look at the bottom corner, you can see I'm like going into red a lot. Yeah, my internet's not really liking this.
fight against an entire army. What can you do on your own?
It's fine. Right, that's good then. Just as long as it's still holding up.
So I see.
I need you to understand. There's not much time.
Kind of an interesting decision for them to show this in the middle of their conference and not at the beginning or the end of it. So I'm wondering what the closer's gonna be. Maybe like Elder Scrolls 6. Like I'm trying to think of like, you know, potential big games they could like show at the very end of it. If this is not if this is not gonna be their closer.
Where is Cortana?
The rogue AI known as Cortana is gone. She's been deleted.
How? By you?
Of course not. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you remember? My instructions were to enter this installation, imitate Cortana, and lock her down for retrieval. Yours were to take her back to the Infinity for deletion. So if it wasn't you... Okay then. There's something else. On successful deployment, my deletion routine was supposed to complete. Still here.
Good.
Good.
Something stopped your deletion. We need to find out why.
But this wasn't the mission.
The missions changed. They always do.
Are you sure?
Of course, you can't have a Halo game without multiplayer. And on Xbox Series X, you'll be able to enjoy Infinite's multiplayer action at up to 120 frames per second. Finally, I'm very happy to announce that Halo Infinite's first free-to-play multiplayer season and Infinite's story-driven campaign will launch together this holiday.
A new day is upon us. A new generation built to
Right, well at least Halo Infinite's coming out this year, because some people were thinking if it was even releasing this year, like they were thinking maybe it was going to be a 2022 game. So I admit, I have never really gotten into Halo. Like I tried getting into it at one point, but I'd never really, you know, followed through on that. And I would probably be very bad at the multiplayer on this, because I know there's some, like, you know, very sweaty tryhards when it comes to, like, the Halo community. That said, I would be down for giving this a go. I mean, it's, like, free to play, so there's no reason not to. I just hope that it runs fine on my PC, because it's not going to run that good on my fucking dinosaur VCR Xbox One. Double kill!
Let's do some damage. Skewer acquired.
Are you sure my stream is not buffering? Because holy shit.
Claim the enemy flag.
I keep looking at the stats, like you can see it as well.
Ordnance drop inbound.
Alright then, well if there's buffering or issues, please let me know. I mean, I'm not dropping a ton of frames, like overall I've only lost 3.5% of my frames, so I guess in the grand scheme of things it's fine.
Please call at your earliest convenience.
But yeah, it looks alright.
Now, show me what you can do.
I don't know if there's a release date for this yet. Like, they say holiday, but I'm not sure if there's a specific date nailed for this. No, they haven't got a date yet. Right, okay. I'm gonna guess, like, late November, early December, like, when they finally nail a release date for it. But until then, we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that information.
Evil has survived.
Alright, time for other games. Like, again, it's kind of weird that they didn't, like, begin or end with, like, Halo. But hey, it looks good.
He must be stopped. At all costs.
Just begs the question what their ending game's gonna be, because it must be something pretty big. Oh, is this that Diablo Remastered thing? I forgot what it's called. Diablo 2 Remastered? I still have to, I know I keep saying this with like every fucking game we see here, but I've never played a game in this franchise and I've yet to do so. I own Diablo 3 on the Switch, and I haven't fucking touched it. There is a lot of games that I've never played before that I probably own a copy of in some form or another that I've never played. Really need to like rectify that at some point. Alright, what game is this then? Captured in an engine?
These things... where do they come from?
From all of us. From what we do to him.
Can you stop it?
I don't know. But he's my brother. And I would die for him.
I don't know what this is. Not sure if original IP or like, you know, sequel to an existing franchise. Oh, so what are those? Are those rats? Was that like a fucking tsunami of rats? I don't even know what that was. Oh, it's a Plague Tale? Okay, it's a sequel to that. Never played it, but I heard about that game. Apparently it was pretty good. Okay. So yeah, I guess it was rats. Game Pass, day one.
It rings every hour, señor presidente.
Oh, it's Far Cry 6. Okay then.
Hola, fascista. I recognize that voice.
Well, they said that it's captured using an Xbox X, so I'm guessing we'll actually see, like, gameplay this time around and not just, like, a story thing.
What is your plan? Hold hands, sing songs around the fire?
Sure, I know just the song.
Time you learn about resolver, Danny. To take down Castillo, a guerrilla.
Oh, that's cool. It runs at 60 frames per second on console. You know, it's kind of sad that we've got to the point now where, like, you look at a game like this from Ubisoft on a console and you're like, oh, it runs at 60 frames per second, nice. Just because we've been so used to, like, the last couple generations with games just being capped at 30 or below.
Taking out a high-value target? I have just what you need.
Are they going to show that disc gun, the DMCA gun? The one that lets you shoot, like, you know, music record discs or something, or like CDs.
At your service.
I don't know if this is... Speaking of DMCA, I'm not sure if this is like DMCA music. I kind of think it is.
Yara saw that shit. What? Wait a second. Who brought the rooster? Hey, whatever you need to get the job done, Danny.
You can just send chickens to do your dirty work.
Next time I see you, I want to play with that
Doggo.
crazy backpack here.
And yes, you can pet the dog in this game. Not only can you pet the dog, but enemies can pet the dog, and then you can kill them, and then you can pet the dog that they just petted, and they'll still be happy. I know that because I saw like a clip of that like a few weeks ago. Oh, is this fuck, what's it called again? The Fox Zelda game? I forgot the name of it. Don't you love it when the word is like at the tip of your tongue and you can't fucking remember what it is? Oh no, wait, this isn't. Okay, it's a Slime Rancher. Sorry, I thought it was like that Zelda. Fuck, what was it called? Can somebody help me here? Because I forgot the name of the Zelda game with like a little fox guy. Is this like a new Slime Rancher or is this like a remaster? Tunic, that's it, that's the name, thanks. I think this is a new Slime Rancher game because it looks different. Now it's buffering? Uh-oh. Okay, well, it's a sequel. Alright.
Welcome back to Shred-ageddon. Here's a new trick. Let's go.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do after this Microsoft conference. If there's like time between this and the Square Enix one, I'm going to turn the stream off, I'm going to restart my router, and then I'll come back. Because watching that OBS counter like going down and up is really annoying the fuck out of me. Like, I definitely don't need to be looking at that every couple seconds. I think for now you guys can see the stream just fine, but I'm just like concerned that it might suddenly hit 0 kilobits and then everything just goes offline, including me watching this myself. Sometimes my internet can be a little bit finicky during the daytime. I say daytime, like early evening time, but still. One of the reasons I like to stream much later at night is because, you know, less people are using the internet, therefore it's more consistent. Yeah, I've never heard of this.
This is really good. Holy sluthering whip.
So this is like Microsoft's take on Steep then? Okay. Not sure what this is, but it looks interesting. It looks different. It's Cyberpunk 2078. Get it? Because it's equal to Cyberpunk 2077. Ha 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 ha. I'm funny. But now there's this Atomic Heart. Looks completely fucking different from like most of the first-person games you see these days. Kinda like it. But yeah, we're getting a ton of like really good game announcements here. This is like way better than the Ubisoft Forward we had last night. So we still got about another 35 minutes of this, I think. Like you said, it was 90 minutes long, right? Kind of like this like mix of like, you know, 2D sprites and like sort of like a weird like voxel 3D like perspective thing going on. It's almost kind of like HD 2D, but not exactly. It's a very artsy looking game. Of course, for people watching my stream live right now, it probably looks like shit because of the bitrate. Like, I really had to turn my bitrate down. Like, the recorded version will look much better. But yeah, it looks alright, I guess. Couldn't really say much about that one, but it looks like... I do like the art style of it. Obsidian. Oh yeah, Grounded, I heard about this. Yeah, Grounded is an existing game, it's like an early access game. I haven't played this though.
The pond. Ziplining. Flying things. Now, to celebrate, we present the Shroom and Doom update. It gives the people what they've been asking for. Like sitting. No, seriously, a lot of people want to sit. Pets for when you get sick of your human companions. And of course, mushrooms. But not those kinds. We've also got something that literally no one was asking for. The Brood Mother. She's so terrifying. You should probably turn on arachnophobia mode. Even her blob scares the shit out of us. Go big. Or never go home.
Is this game any good? Because I've never played Grounded.
Oh, and it looks like we added achievements too. Nice.
For a second there, I thought I was getting an achievement on my PlayStation 4. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, Amogus. Still making new content for this, I'm guessing? The developers are still making stuff for this. I say developers, but I think it's just like one person, I'm not sure. Wait, it's not actually already on the Xbox? That's weird. No, but it's on the PC via Game Pass. Yeah, that much I knew, but I just assumed it was like already on the Xbox. I mean, I know you can get it on Switch, but yeah. Oh, there's that HD 2D graphic art style thing that I was talking about. At least I think it is. It kind of looks like it. It might not be, but it looks quite similar. I don't play that many JRPGs, but this one looks pretty good. Eludian Chronicle. Alright, so we got a beat 'em up as well, I think that was. Oh god, that's really far off, 2023. So that's not even coming out next year.
You have shown an aptitude for applying lethal solutions to conflicted situations. We wish to test your abilities.
But yeah, this is how you do, like, Ubisoft, this is how you fucking do, like, a, you know, I keep saying press conference, it's like a presentation thing, but this is how you do it. It's just game, 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 give us all the games, like, that's what we want. Stop fucking, like, padding out your, like, announcements with, like, you know, 5 minutes of, like, people, like, sniffing their farts. Like, we don't need that.
History is all around us. Those who made it have never been forgotten.
I mean, granted, this kind of did that at the start as well, but now they're just, like, you know, like, even then they were, like, announcing games at a fairly rapid pace compared to Ubisoft. Like, Ubisoft was going at a snail's pace. Is this Chivalry 2? Or is this something else?
What would you build?
Oh no, this isn't Chivalry 2. Like, I think Chivalry 2 is coming out soon. This is what I thought it was there for a second, but no, this is
Where would you go?
I don't know what game this is, actually. I feel like I should know the name of it, but I don't know. Again, sorry if my internet is dying. Or my stream is dying, more specifically. Age of Empires. Alright. Still hoping to see, like, Cuphead or something like that. Xbox console exclusive? What's this?
We begin by hearing an old, wise-sounding voice. And we see a quiet...
Is this the new Fable game?
This will make our game seem big and important. Now, something must break the serenity. Will this creature be in the game? No. Say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running. These pointless slow-motion shots make everything seem cool and should bolster pre-sale numbers. That wah sound can mean only one thing. We must gaze over an epic shot of a world. And there should be lens flares. Now we see our hero. But only their silhouette, because the developers haven't finished the design. Or finished the story. Or finished any gameplay that's actually ready to show. In fact, the only thing they have finished is the title.
Oh, it's the Outer Worlds, okay. I was about to say, are we still watching, like, fucking Devolver Max Pay Plus or whatever the fuck it was called? Because that was, like, extremely, like, you know, just, you know, tearing into, like, the game industry just now. Right, well, sequel to The Outer Worlds, that's cool. Yet another game that I've not played that I really should, because I've heard that it's a really good game. I know it's on Game Pass as well, like the first one. Microsoft Flight Simulator? Yeah, I think it is, actually. Apparently Microsoft Flight Simulator is like a massive like resource hog when it comes to playing it on the PC. So yeah, I would never be able to like play this with my GTX 1080 or yeah, GTX 1080 is what I got. Like, not only does it eat up your, like, CPU resources, it also eats up your fucking storage space as well. Like, several hundred gigs. Gonna turn that down a little bit. Coming out next month for the Xbox. I know it's on PC already, but that's the console version. God, could you imagine playing Microsoft Flight Simulator on the VCR Xbox One? Part of me wants to do that just for the shits and giggles and see what happens. It'll run at like fucking 2 frames per second. But you know what? At least it'll run better than the Switch version of Balan Wonderworlds. Top Gun crossover? Okay. I didn't know they were still making Top Gun movies. Oh, it's exclusive to the X and S? Right, okay, so it's not... It doesn't, like, cover the entire family of Xbox systems. Oh, is this Forza? Yeah, it's a Forza game. I'm guessing a Forza Horizon, or is it just like regular Forza? I've only ever played a Forza Horizon game, I've never played like the mainline series, I guess you could say. Yeah, because Forza Horizon is more like Burnout Paradise, isn't it? It's like a more open world, like somewhat arcadey experience compared to like the more... Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, we're fine. Again, I'm gonna restart my router in like 20 minutes, like after this finishes, because my internet is like struggling right now. Like, look at my fucking numbers there. So what are we up to now? Forza Horizon 5? Because I think the one I played was 4. Yeah, it's 5. Coming out this year. And I'm guessing, yeah, it's Game Pass, so might check that out.
Hello, I'm Mike Brown, Creative Director at Playground Games, and I can't wait to show you what we've been working on. Horizon is known for fun, freedom, and beauty. This year, the Horizon Festival arrives in beautiful, diverse Mexico. This is the largest and most diverse open world ever in a Forza Horizon game. and there is no better car.
You're
to
very happy
explore
with
it
this conference?
than the
Yeah, it's been
stunning
like this is
AMG
again way
Project
better than what
One
Ubisoft
Forza
was doing
Edition.
last night.
Rendered in unparalleled detail and with ray tracing in Forza Vista, thanks to the power of the Xbox Series consoles. I've invited along some of the team to help give you a taste of some of the amazing content that's waiting for you in Forza Horizon 5. Please welcome Bill, Maddie, Sierra, and Don from the Forza team.
Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, what's up?
I'm gonna
Mike?
take a quick drink
And
of
we
water.
also have
One sec.
Abraham with us as well. He's one of the talented actors who will be appearing in the game.
Bienvenidos a Mexico. I can't wait to show you what we've been working on.
We begin in the rainforest on an expedition. This is a new campaign mode in which you set out on an adventurous journey across Mexico to explore new locations and discover places for the festival to expand.
I'm on the river now. We're getting close.
There you are. How's the expedition going?
I'm racing a car through the Mexican jungle, Rami. Doesn't get much better than this.
Let me tell you something, the bitrate is just getting destroyed right now with like the particle effects being all over the screen.
Bienvenida Alps Mal. Look out for the flamingos! This city is still a jewel of Mayan architecture.
That's a peek at our adventurous campaign. But Forza Horizon has always been a game that's best enjoyed with others. Let's go and see what some of our other players are up to. The Xbox Series consoles allow us to capture every last detail, right down to the individual needles on these cholla cactus. The scene looks real, but there are no tricks. This is in-game. Maddie is behind the wheel of the AMG Project One Forza Edition in Mexico's lush living
I must say this game looks pretty fucking good.
And head out for a drive.
Like visually, it's one of the better looking
Thanks
games
to
we've
the
seen
next
today.
generation of our Horizon Live servers, everyone else we see here are real players. And it looks like Maddie has been joined by some other members of the Forza team. Let's leave Maddie for a moment and head out to the coast and meet Don. Don is already on the move, exploring this idyllic
Is that in-game
seaside
talk or is
town.
this fake talk?
is a
Well, the game's
recreation
coming
of
out this
Mexico's
year, so I'm inclined to
honest,
believe that this is not a
authentic, and
bullshit.
filled
Like, I
with
think this may be the
Speaking
near
of, hold on,
final
Don.
build of the game, if it's coming
Oh,
out
hey,
in like
what's
a
up?
few months.
This is a mural by Mexican artist Farid Rueda. Just one of the many beautiful, faithful pieces of Mexico you'll find all over Forza Horizon 5.
Again, I apologise for my terrible internet. I really wish it would stop fucking doing this just for another 20 minutes so I can fix things. Right, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna really reduce
While
my
Don
bitrate
drives
to
down
mitigate
the
this.
beach,
I'm sorry.
We'll jump over to the Gran Caldera volcano. Check out this geology detail, implemented with precision accuracy using photogrammetry data captured on location atop an active Mexican volcano. The entire world has been recreated at this level of detail. And here's Sierra.
Sorry if the stream looks really bad right now.
The volcano Sierra and friends
Blame
are
my
exploring
internet.
is the highest point ever in a Horizon
And I'm still
game.
getting like constant
And thanks
reds.
to the power of the Xbox Series consoles, from up here we can see for miles in every direction.
Ugh.
In the distance,
Sorry if
we
I'm getting
can just
annoyed with
about
this,
make
like I
out
shouldn't be doing
Guanajuato.
this.
Let's take a closer look. Guanajuato is one of the most beautiful cities anywhere in
Where's
the
the
world.
quality
It's
options?
a colourful, undulating
I don't see 'em.
city full of vibrant architecture. It even has a sprawling network of tunnels. And these twisting, turning, overlapping streets mean that as well as looking good, it plays great too. As we see here, as Don is challenged in
But yeah,
Horizon's
frustrations
open
with
world
my
battle
internet
royale,
aside, this
the
is looking
Eliminator.
pretty good.
While Don tries to win that race, the rest of our players are still out exploring this diverse open world. Let's head north to the canyon. The Horizon series is known for its uplifting beauty, and using our unique HDR camera rig, we captured 24-hour shoots of real Mexican
Oh, you were
skies
talking
at
about like the
12K
scripting.
resolution. And thanks to
Oh,
the
I see.
Xbox Series consoles, these photorealistic skies result in lifelike lighting that dynamically changes every frame, making you feel like you're really there. Here's Maddie again. She's joined by Abraham and some other members of the team. Our players are using Forza Link, the new AI assistant that intelligently tracks the status of you and the people you meet online, and then helps you link up and play together.
What's coming up after this? The Square
We'll
Enix
now
presentation.
head deep into the rainforest and rejoin Bill and the rest of our players. Here we see our new volumetric lighting system filling the scene with god rays as the sunlight dapples through the dense rain.
Again, during the interim, I'm going to turn my router off and turn it back on because I'm going to see if I can fix that before we do the next thing.
So it intelligently prompts Sierra to invite Bill. Bill accepts, and they're seamlessly linked together with their GPS route set. With that Horizon Arcade minigame starting soon, all of our players are coming together. This minigame is called Pinata Pop, signaled by the Horizon cargo plane dropping a payload of pinatas.
Ooh, over this way.
Gotta catch up to you guys.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that fucking fake talk thing. I talked about that yesterday during the Ubisoft
Okay, go
Forward.
up here to the left. There's loads along the main road. Here I go.
I'll take a look through the bushes here.
There's some between the houses. Oh, there's a couple more over here.
Sweet.
While the team
Sweet.
those last
Sorry, I
pinatas,
fucking hate
we're
that.
going over to the stadium because I have
I
one
hate
more
it
thing
when
to
people
show you.
like pretend to like, you know, talk to each other like gamers.
Is Events Lab.
But yeah, this
the
is looking
incredible
pretty
new
fucking
tool
fun.
set that allows you to create your own races, game modes, and gameplay experiences.
So it's got like
You customize
a
everything
game mode
right
maker as
down
well.
to the
What?
Fundamental rules of the game.
So it's like the creative mode in Fortnite. That is fucking awesome for a game like this.
Forza Horizon 5 is the largest, most fun, and most beautiful open world we've ever built. And it will truly be an astounding showcase for the Xbox Series consoles when it comes to Xbox Game Pass this November 9th. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in Mexico later this year.
Yeah, I kind of want to check that out now. I'm not normally into like, you know, realistic car driving games, but that looked like a lot of fun.
Team Xbox is on a mission to bring the joy and community of gaming to everyone on the planet. That's why you, the gamer, are at the center of everything we do. Today, we showed you 30 games. 27 of them will be available on Xbox Game Pass. Now, through the end of the year, you can look forward to back-to-back monthly releases landing day one on Game Pass, led by 5 new titles from Xbox Game Studios, as well as highly anticipated games like Back 4 Blood, 12 Minutes, and The Ascent. And as we look ahead to next year, I'm inspired by the creativity of Bethesda and Xbox Game Studios. We showed you the highly anticipated RPG Starfield coming exclusively to Xbox.
Exclusive.
But we also have some of the industry's
Sony
best
fans.
RPG storytellers working on Avowed, Fable, The Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 76, The Outer Worlds 2, and Elder Scrolls 6. We unveiled the stunning multiplayer mode for the world's most beloved shooter in Halo Infinite, adding to the roster of iconic Xbox shooters alongside Wolfenstein, Gears of War, Perfect Dark, and Doom. We premiered the most epic open-world racing game, Forza Horizon 5, bringing you a vibrant,
Yeah, there's still like
authentic
10 minutes
depiction
left. I
of
guess that it's
Mexico
just going to be like
in a
one last game they'll be
built
showing for
from the
10 minutes.
ground up for next gen, while the team at Turn 10 is hard at work.
I don't know
on
what
the
that game
next
could be,
Forza
but it must be
Motorsport.
something big.
Our growing family of 23 studios is devoted to advancing the medium we all love. Xbox has been here for 20 years, and that's because of you. Our team strives to make Xbox a place where you'll find the greatest games, the most dedicated developers, and the most passionate community. Together, we all make Xbox the best place to play. Before I go, there's one more thing.
Right, here we go.
Take a look at this brand new original game from the Arcane team at Bethesda, the studio that created Prey and Dishonored. Arcane created something new for them, an open world immersive shooter that you can play alone or with your friends. And like Starfield, this game will be an Xbox exclusive.
Again, rip Sony fans. Right, okay, let's see what they got then. Kind of a bold choice to pick this new, like, Bethesda game to end on rather than Starfield or something, but let's see what it's about.
Pobre bribón. I'm gonna have to take you apart again. Hey, Dev.
Phase 2. Expandable 25 centimeters. Dramatically.
I'm not really a cars person, no. To answer your question.
So, that was fun, right?
That's your cue, mate.
Sleep tight.
You know what this reminds me of? My time in the Himalayas.
Letty's later down.
You think they can't kill you anytime they want?
Hey, asshole!
Okay, we have vampires.
How do we always get into this shit?
In the field in Redfall, Massachusetts. Behind me, we are witnessing clear signs of cult activity as the locals engage.
Hey!
Really hope the video was worth it.
Everybody, fall back! People need to know what happened here. Layla, with me. Get me on the roof now.
Thank you, Layla. You're the best. Oh, Jacob, don't even mention it.
So they have like ethereal like TARDISes that they can teleport with. That's interesting. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but it looks kind of interesting. It looks different. Like, I hate using the word interesting because I mean it in like a positive way, but I know some people can use that in a negative way. Like, I'm not really somebody that's good with like vocabulary and like different words. I need to like carry a thesaurus.
Jacob, there's something. Oh shit. Dev's gonna love this one. You better have a plan, Jacob.
Yep. Don't miss.
Don't touch me.
Look! A new one!
Vivo, Fernandez, go, go!
So yeah, we have like vampires and witches and stuff. It's kind of it's a little bit different from what I was expecting of like the monsters they fight. At least I think there's supposed to be a witch, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think there's vampire in this.
Really? What does it taste like? Be specific.
Like blood and death and strawberry.
Sun's coming up. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving.
Sure thing, Edgar Allan Bro.
That's a good one.
Do you think things will ever go back to normal?
Would you want to go back to normal?
Not if I still have to pay my student loans.
Redfall. Sadly there was no gameplay there, but I guess we got the general idea of what it's like. It's kind of like their Left 4 Dead or something, I think. Left 4 Dead but with vampires and witches. Okay. Apparently you can play it single player as well, so I wonder how that's going to work. Right, well I guess we're seeing like a sizzler reel of games now. Yeah, here we go. So just a sizzler reel of stuff we've seen. Right, okay then. Well, don't really have much to say other than that was so much fucking better than Ubisoft Forward from yesterday. Again, it was just like games. It was just like a million games, and there was like a lot of good ones, and pretty much like the massive majority of them are coming to Game Pass. So yeah, it's good to see that like Microsoft is continuing to like add more and more and more reasons to getting Game Pass, because I really think Game Pass is like a great deal. You'd give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I'd kind of sit on an 8 out of 10 myself, maybe a 9 possibly. Low 9 if we're going into like decimals. If we're going by like, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F sort of thing, I'd give it maybe like a B-. But yeah, they pretty much, I don't know if they confirmed it beforehand, I don't think they did, but they pretty much confirmed that Starfield is now going to be like an Xbox exclusive. It's no longer being in development for PlayStation 5. And also that new IP there, whatever it was called, Redfall or something, that's also going to be coming only to like Xbox and I guess PC. So we've reached that point now where all future like Bethesda games are just going to be like exclusive to Microsoft now. Right, there we go, that's the end. Again, way better than what we had before that, so quite enjoyed that. Just gonna quickly do something before we move on here. So, again, I'd like to apologise for like the horrendous performance that my internet had like during that. Like, it was mostly fine, but toward the end it was like starting to struggle. In fact, even now I can see little slithers of like yellow bleeding in with that colour thing down there, but whatever. I'm just gonna sum up my thoughts and then I'm gonna restart my router. But yeah, lots and lots of good games there. What were my favourite games? I guess like Forza Horizon 5, like that one was actually really fun looking. Like it was more of the same, but also it had a lot of like new ideas and new game modes, and you can fucking make your own game modes, which looks words salad. I'm like trying to say words and I can't get them out my mouth. But the game maker thing, like it's kind of like the Fortnite creative mode. It's like you basically just create your own rules and whatever. I could see a lot of like fun stuff coming out of that, and I would definitely check that out. So yeah, that's a Game Pass game. Back 4 Blood, that looks pretty good, and that's also a Game Pass game, so no excuse not to check that. Or yeah. Also Psychonauts 2. I haven't played the original Psychonauts. That's something that I need to check out. I have Psychonauts on Steam, I've just not played it. Let me see, do I have this? Yeah, I've got this on Steam. I've had it since 2014, never fucking played it. So when is Psychonauts 2, or rather, not when is it coming out, but how long is it? Sorry, I can't get my words out. How long is the first game is what I meant to say. Psychonauts. The first Psychonauts game is about 12.5 hours long. Would that game, like, I know this game is like, you know, a cult classic and it's like got a very positive like reception to it. Would that game be worth streaming blind? Because I would definitely stream that game at some point if I can find time for it. Because I do like 3D platformers, and I know that Psychonauts is like primarily like a 3D platformer with like crazy like visual effects and stuff, and like some weird themings and whatever to do with like your brain or whatever. I like using the word whatever to like fill my vocabulary, and I'm very good with words if you couldn't tell. Also, sorry that I'm not very good at like talking at the moment. Like I'm partially just dying from the heat at the moment, and I'm not really sure what to say. But overall, very, very strong showing from Microsoft. Like they definitely, so far, have done the best show that I've seen out of like, well, them and Ubisoft. I don't know if I want to count Devolver. They're kind of doing their own thing. Like theirs is not really a proper like presentation. It's just more of a shitpost more than anything. But yeah, the Microsoft show, fucking strong start to the day, and definitely like a million miles better than what Ubisoft did. Again, Ubisoft had a couple good things, but it was mostly just padding and like boring shit that nobody cared about. At least I didn't care about it. I don't think Deej cared about it because we talked about this after the stream. And I think the grand majority of people that were watching that were just like kind of falling asleep, truth be told. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Microsoft, the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase is what it was called. Also, Halo Infinite looks pretty good, and the free-to-play like multiplayer game will be coming out alongside it. So I have Game Pass, I can play that, and I can also play like the single-player game as well. I might consider streaming it. I'm gonna have to see if my PC is capable of running it, because I don't know if I need like an RTX to run that game, because I think it might have ray tracing and shit like in it. I don't know if you can turn that off, truth be told. It is very warm. Let me check what temperature it is actually in Scotland, because it's really fucking hot today. It is 20 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it's a little bit warmer than I'm comfortable with. I'll just have to like I've got a big bottle of water here. I'm keeping myself hydrated, so you don't have to worry about that. It's still warm. I need to like I've been saying this for a while on my streams. I need to like get that AC machine out, the air conditioner, and just get that set up. Like it's a big massive thing. I have to like wheel out and like, you know, plug in and like get set up. So I've just been lazy and not doing that, but I really need to find like some free time this week to like actually get that set up, so that I'll be a little bit more comfortable for the upcoming summer months. The Ubisoft, what could have been 15-minute. The Ubisoft one was what could have been a 15-minute thing stretched out. Yeah, they could have easily like chopped that down to like 30 to 15 minutes. Like they could have easily made that a much shorter thing. But I guess they figured that, oh, it's E3 season, we've got to really like pad this out, make it like a big epic show, when really it was just an hour of them sniffing their farts. Like, I don't know, it didn't really feel like much was going on there. Again, a couple cool announcements, like the Mario and Rabbids thing and the Riders Republic thing, but that was about it. There was just like nothing there besides that. It was just like emptiness, it felt like. But yeah, I think that's all my thoughts. There was probably some other stuff as well that I could maybe like I'm bad at remembering and recalling and like, you know, recapping stuff, but that's more or less my thoughts on the Microsoft conference. Very good conference overall. And the Square Enix one is in about 45 minutes, so we will check that shortly.